hold on to my own democracy to set and maybe some new leader to test and all once are down. Oh, the bell again. Only if I could down it too. Wait, here's a list with brand names, with Red Cross marked on them. A text goes like, banned. But anyways, I don't know what goes on in Gaza. I don't want to know. I've got my own mess to tend to, my naughty kids to mend to. They want to dine out again. Imagine in these times, incorrigible nasty kids. You know, my 8-year-old comes to me and he says he doesn't want to eat burger and a Coke. But that's your favorite. I almost cry. He says it has a blood on it. Shocked, I fumbled the what? Then he shows me on his phone a big size yellow W inverted. Blood dribbles on burger and Coco's blood. And I repeat, what else if not Coke? He says Sprite, Fanta, Mountain Dew. Getting no from my looks, he says, Mommy, what were the rest doing when they were busy producing these things? Nasty, incorrigible, spoiled breasts, I tell you, these kids of Gen Z. Oh no, again this thing. Oh, it's a colleague. So she sends me a video. A girl named Zaina Azam recites a poem, like my name, to help identify children in Gaza, if and when they are killed. Children killed in Gaza. They say thousands have been killed so far. Reminding myself, I don't know, I clicked the back arrow, it shows a DP. A tiny hand painted in henna with a pearl white bracelet. It's cute, small little hand. Oh my, no. It's not henna, but blood stains. Bandage is a white pearl bracelet lying there. Just the hand, size of my palm, with open fingers, resting in peace. I don't need desensitizing. It's them. They do. Thank you.
This poem was written by Ms. Sufia herself. Over to you, Ms. Sadia.
I'm Sadia Sehmat, founder of Suno Kahani Meri Zubani. This piece has been translated by Obi and Leo and written by Ala Hajjaj on 1996 Al-Shujaiya Al-Mawdar. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मैं गलियों में भागती रहती हूँ, यहाँ तक कि मेरा दुपट्टा आसमान में उड़ जाता है और उसके पीछे मैं. Sometimes I feel like being totally crazy, but I can't. It's the first time I say things like this. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मैं दीवानी हो गई हूँ. ऐसा पहली बार हो रहा है कि मैं इस तरह की बातें कर रही हूँ. शायद ये वो बातें हैं जो मैं कह नहीं पा रही, या जिनका इजहार कर देने का ख्याल मुझे डरा देता है. Why do my parents treat me like this? मैं अपनी हम उम्र लड़कियों को देखती हूँ तो उनके रहन सहन का अंदाज मेरे दिल में हसरत पैदा कर देता है कि काश मैं भी उन्हीं की तरह पुरएतमाद और आज़ाद होती. I wish I could be like them in their confidence and freedom. काश कोई बहरी जहाज आए और मुझे किसी दूर दराज जजीरे के साहिल पर फेंक आए. I wish a ship would carry me to a distant island and throw me on its shore, far away from the world, from everything, especially the war. Speaking of the war, मुझे ये बात समझ नहीं आएगी कि मेरी माँ मुझे जंग की हौलनाकियों से खबरदार क्यों करती थी, जबकि मैं वो सब कुछ देख चुकी थी. She and I were standing on the balcony. जब उन्होंने हमारे पड़ोसियों के घर पर बम गिराया, गरीब पड़ोसी मर गया. हमने उस घर को तबाह होते और लाश को उछलकर बाहर गली में गिरते हुए देखा. आप तसव्वुर करें कि उस खानदान पर क्या बीती होगी.
Did it end? No. It didn't. बिल्कुल भी नहीं. Mom started telling me about how our neighbor's house was bombed. कैसे हमारे पड़ोसियों का घर तबाह हुआ और कैसे पड़ोसी की लाश उड़कर बाहर गिरी और वो ऐसे बयान कर रही थी जैसे मैंने वो मंजर देखा ही ना हो. और फिर वो जंग की कहानियां दोहराती चली गई. और मैं वाहिद थी वो कहानियां सुनने वाली. The report would be 15 minutes long. टीवी पर वही खबर जो 15 मिनट तक दोहराई गई थी, मगर अम्मी उसको 2 घंटों तक दोहराती रही. वो ऐसे बोल रही थी जैसे मैं उनके साथ मौजूद ही ना थी. मुझे खुद पर शक होने लगा कि आया मैं वहां थी भी या नहीं. मैं पूरे होशो हवास से कह सकती हूँ कि मैं वहां थी. मैं उनके साथ बैठी थी. खैर, अच्छा है कि माँ तुम्हारे साथ नहीं है, वरना वो अपनी कहानियों से तुम्हारे दिल में भी, सर में भी दर्द कर रखती. She'd give you a headache with her stories. Thank you.
The next monologue will be by Ms. Faryal Gohar.
Our future in Gaza is obscure and unknown, like a calm volcano that can erupt at any second. As if we're on a boat without a captain in the midst of a raging sea. We go right and left and right and left, and no one knows where to lean. I hear that in other countries, childhood is sacred, and children live their lives without problems and fear, but Gaza's children are forgotten and outside the picture. They're the ones who feel the injustice the most, because society treats them like they're not kids. When it wants, it makes them adults, and when it wants, it returns them to being children. And most people deal with them like they're only bodies, not minds. When I see a child peddling in the street or working in a shop, I imagine how the children of the world are playing and resting and feeling safe. In sleep, my heart breaks for them, and sometimes I cry. Gaza has no tenderness and no childhood. A boy is born a man, and a girl is born a bride. Father, before the war, was a lot more tender with me. I wish he would take me in his arms like before. God help him, he's probably worried too, because in the war we lost 5 dunams of land in a second. The field that's 60 years old was hit by a rocket from the Israeli army, which burned all the oranges in it. My father, my brother, and myself, we could have died by that rocket because we were close to the window, and if father had not thrown me to the ground, all that shrapnel would have hit me. After the war, I visited Rafah crossing and saw the flags of Palestine and Egypt next to each other, yet separated by a wire. I felt the difference between the 2 flags, and that this wire is the border of this big prison that we live in. I felt how stupid and unjust is the world, and I felt like breaking all borders and ending all differences between races and religions so that everyone in the world would be brothers. My dream became to live in a safe country, even in a small village, in a distant island, at the end of the world.